Howdy, howdy. Uh-oh. Hold on. Where's the audio? Oh. Oh, Wii U. Don't do this to me, Wii U. Don't do this to me. I have an injury, Wii U. I can't. Not like this. This. Yeah. Where's the volume, Wii U? I swear on my life. I can hear it. I mean, I can hear it from my TV. I can just sing the music the whole time. Wait. I thought I fixed this issue. Hold on. Sorry. I'm sorry. I dropped everything. I dropped everything. Wait. I thought I fixed this. The newest Windows update reset everyone's OBS sound settings. I'm so tired. Okay, well now we have audio, but now the... Hold on. Is it loud? Sorry. Let me know. Is this okay? Is this tell me what's good. Now the picture's frozen though. I also knocked my camera over, so that's sideways. Maybe if I... How's this? How's this volume? Bump yourself up a bit low compared to game. I can't bump myself any higher, so I will simply bump the game down. I'm also leaning away from my mic. It's everything. Everything's going well. Everything's great. I'm fine. We're all fine. Hold on. Pika! Oh yeah, we have the stretchy face. We have the stretchy face, Pikachu. Wait, what's the arcade? Does the arcade actually have games now? Oh yeah, it says Bulbasaur's Daring Dash, Venusaur's Vine Swing, Pelipper's Circle Circuit, Gyarados' Aqua Dash. Wait, did we complete that? I don't remember. Holy moly. There's still a bunch to go. Guess we only have 4 of the play-in Pokepark. I guess we only have 4 of the... How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7. 14? We only have 4 of the 14 crystals? I don't know why I ended last time like, damn, we are halfway through the game. He's so freaking cute. He's so freaking cute! Oh, yeah, we just got to the ice place. Okay. I remember. Are Spheals really supposed to be this large? I don't know why I got the impression. Leave that man alone. Wait. I don't know. Is he chasing that Krabby? Wait. I don't know why I got the impression they were supposed to be like, I don't know, fun sized. Get back here. Get back here. Leave that Krabby alone. He turned on him. Oh no, they're buddies. Hey! Welcome to the iceberg zone. It used to be that Empoleon snow slide was the thing to play, but lately the gate's been closed. I wonder why. Can we play chase? Oh, you're about to die. Will I be able to get away? I was so excited. I don't know if I can. That's my cat. Krabby, you're gonna wanna schmoove. My cat's like, will I be able to get away? I'm so excited. I don't know if I can. And then her legs stop working. Wait, come back here. Man, he's actually kind of going. He actually kind of has some schmovement. Wait, get back here. This guy isn't like who's the guy who just sort of stood there? Oh, Slowpoke. This is no Slowpoke action today. Oh, get him, he's right there. Charizard is like 5 feet tall. That seems short for a Charizard. Amazing. I wish I could be like you. Hey, can we be? Yeah, of course we can be friends. Of course. Of course. What are these? Look like something I could collect in any other game, but I think here they're just there to look cool. I was gonna say, like, the writing in this game is astoundingly funny, but I don't know if it's, like, meant to be funny. What are these little ice blocks? I don't know if it's, like, funny because... Oh, I can pick them up. Pour vous, madame? I don't know if it's funny because it's funny, or if it's funny because, like... because it's, like, so weird and, like, occasionally dark. Frostlass is so beautiful, stylish, and strong. I really wish I were like her. Hello there, want to play chase with me? I'll kill you. I'll run away, you try and catch me. I'm gonna kill this Octillery that's in my way. Oh, dang it! He actually screwed me up! Oh, wait, he stopped. Octillery, I swear to God! I killed your friend, too. Oh, no, I lost! I'd still like to be friends. Of course we can be friends. Now all the teddy bears in the Pokepark will treat you as a friend. Feel free to go and play with my brother and sister. I always liked Teddy Ursa. Oh, I have a weird story. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't tell it, actually. Maple out here hitting pedestrians. I knew a girl one time. I only remembered this because of the Teddy Ursa thing, and I'm pretty sure she was like using like a Teddy Ursa for her LiveJournal icon or something. So now I've just like ever since oh good call. I actually brought in a new flavor of boobly. What's the tab say? It says psst. They have watermelon for summer, so I want to try it out. Lately I've been a coconut and lime person, but the watermelon, I like watermelon in like refreshing drinks, so I figured it's okay. I don't dislike. It's not as good as it's not as good as coconut and lime, but you know, it's pretty good. It's a little sweet for me. It's a little sweet. Yes. Ooh, they have chairlifts. I love chairlifts, but no matter how good at skiing I am, I'm eternally freaked out when I get to the top, because I'm like, wee, and then I'm like, you want me to get off this thing? Wait, am I already friends with these guys? Yeah, I am. I heard something disturbing. Seems that the Pokemon of the Lava Zone want this zone. They want this zone, as well as the Meadow Zone, all to themselves. I've never heard of such nonsense. Enough of that. Do you want to battle me? I mean, we're already friends. Can I be best friends, though? How do I do the lightning bolt again? I think that'll kill this guy. Oh, what was that? What was that? Just frame dodge! Come back here, you asshole! Oh, he's invincible. You love the chairlift dismount? I've never heard anyone say that in their life. Nice job. He's dead. So the only reason you're good, but you'll be better if you keep training yourself. Wait, are we best friends now? Was that just for fun? So the only reason I thought of it is because he's Teddy Ursa, and I'm pretty sure she had like a Teddy Ursa icon on LiveJournal. But I knew this girl. Oh, Glaceon, so pretty. I knew this girl. It was actually while we were both studying abroad in Japan. I met her, and we didn't. Luckily, like we didn't live together, but we had like a couple classes together, and one of our classes, she just really liked to like bring up the fandoms she was in, and I was like, nobody likes this. Coming at full volume, scream, damn near shit my pants, oh sorry. Wait, what's happening? Oh, Kirlia? I'm sure the ice tree would look pretty if it was decorated. Oh, this is very Christmassy. Wonder if anyone would do that. I'll do it, buddy. Uh-oh, what's happening? Oh, Dillybird! So that's sort of the thing is... One thing that I learned... So one thing I learned when studying abroad in Japan is that if you're like a huge nerd, like, that's fine, but you should probably, you know, keep it on the DL, because otherwise everyone is like, the only reason you're here is because you're a huge nerd, which, like, maybe it is. But like, for the most part, you don't really want to advertise, like, you know, like I went to sort of my I sort of went to like my area's version. Oh, was that Piloswine? I went to my area's version of Akihabara pretty, because I lived over closer near like Kyoto. So I went to my area's version of Akihabara like at least once a week to buy retro games and just like hang out and look at cool stuff, and go to the maid cafes. And not from around here, I am. Poliani's past his gate. He froze it. Now it can't be opened. Mighty Mamoswine might be able to, but Mamoswine was frozen by Empoleon too. He's on the other side of the lake. Please, will you save Mamoswine? There are 3 paths. Take the one on the right. Okay. And so like that's the thing, is I was like, I know I'm a huge nerd, but I didn't really bring it up, and I didn't like shove it in anybody's faces. It was actually a really funny situation where like me and my roommates, just one day, I forgot who started it, but none of us like brought up like our power levels. We were all pretty like quiet. Well, not like quiet. We would all hang out and laugh and have a good time, but we weren't like, you know, this is the thing I'm really nerdy about that brought me here. And then one day, I forgot what started it, but we all just went into our rooms and brought out like the collection of nerdy things that we'd all bought since we like arrived in Japan, and all just like shared our power levels with each other. And it was really funny, and actually made us all really good friends, because we're like, oh, you're into that too. Did you see him? Mamoswine is over on the other side of the lake. Oh, is that him? Really? You're going to save him? You should be able to walk across there when it's frozen. I think Frostlass could freeze it for you. Okie dokie. Glalie. And so like, but that's the thing, is that's sort of how a lot of people acted. We were like, you know, I'm not gonna bring up like that I'm a huge, you know, whatever fan at the drop of a hat. Like I'm gonna try and like, I'm gonna try and act normal for the most part, and then, you know, if it comes up, it comes up. Like, I'm not gonna be, I'm just, you know, we're gonna play it cool. You gotta play it cool. So this girl was not capable of playing it cool. Like, every single, and I may as well just say the fandom, because I feel like it's not like, I feel like it's just I feel like it doesn't make sense unless I tell you the fandom. She really liked Black Butler. Kuroshitsuji. She really liked Black Butler. And when I say really liked it, I mean like she really liked it. And so we would be like in class, like talking about like, you know, something class related. And she'd be like, oh, in the Black Butler fandom, like there's something similar. And I was like, how? How are you relating? How are you relating like our like academic curriculum to Black Butler right now? And so, but she did it like all the time. She would bring it up like, wait, who's Frostlass? It's not this ballerina. Frostlass is like the one with the big helmet. It's the one that looks like that Tales of character in the mask. Hold on. So she would just bring it up all the time. And she kept dropping sort of tidbits. She was like, at one point she mentioned that she wrote like Black Butler fan fiction. And I was like, okay. Like, I'm filing that one away. And then she mentioned that she posted a lot of her Black Butler fan fiction on LiveJournal. And I was like, okay, tidbit taken, tidbit filed away. And she just kept dropping more and more like tidbits until I was like, I'm pretty sure I have enough to use my internet detective skills to find her. Actually, I'm pretty confident in my skills here. And so where is is that a Mudkip? Hold on. So I was like, I'm pretty confident in my skills. I'm already friends with Mudkip, right? Or best buds. Everyone's so worried. Want to play a skill game? No, we're best friends. We don't need to play no more games. So I used my internet detective skills and all of like the one-off tidbits that she had dropped to eventually construct a profile of how to find her. Or maybe I need to talk to this big orb, and then maybe Frostlass will come. Okay. Oh, Frostlass, where have you gone? What am I going to do? Frostlass is gone. She just said she couldn't stay here any longer. I want to impress her. Will you help me build some igloos? That's how I impress women, too. Can you collect ice blocks for me? Oh, that's what they're for. Still need a few more. Would you bring me any you find lying around, please? On it, Chief. So I went to the main, like, LiveJournal community, the main Black Butler LiveJournal community, and started looking for fan fiction writers. And then I was cross-referencing the contents of their personal LiveJournals with, you know, things that had happened in class and places that were nearby and stuff like that to try and figure out exactly who she was. And eventually I was able to pinpoint her. And like I said, she had like a Teddy Ursa icon, which is why whenever I see a Teddy Ursa, I think of her. But I finally pinpointed her and I was like, oh, I did it. And I was like, well, I don't know anything about Black Butler. Like I've never read it or watched it or anything like that. But let me see what she's writing. Like I want to see what her writing skills are like. And so I Primeape. He came looking for battles. And so I went back to the community once I figured out exactly which user was her, and I started going through her profile, her like her fan fiction posts, and my God. like I said, I don't know. You had a Pepe Sylvia conspiracy while trying to find her online. I mean, that's just like how I operate. I feel like I do that at least once a week for like various things. Yeah, I'm fine. I just knocked my knee against my desk. See, you shouldn't have a desk because then you can knock your knee against it. But yeah, so I found her fan fiction, and I don't know anything about Black Butler, but I know like I opened it I opened the fan fiction, I was reading it, and I was like, I don't know who these characters are, but I do know that one of these characters is like making love to the other character's intestines after disemboweling him. And I was like, okay. I sort of like backed out and was like, I never saw this. But then I like, of course, you know, you can't like, you can't put it back in the box, you know? And so, and I sat next to her in a couple of my classes, and it was like, it was the most painful experience I've ever been through, because I just had to sit there. I just had to sit there through every class. Like, and she would bring up her fanfic. Like, she wouldn't say what they were, but she was like, well, as a prolific Ursaring, he's so cute. As a prolific fanfiction writer in the Black Butler fandom. And then I would like, my brain would immediately go back knowing what she had written, and I was like, oh my god, nobody knows. I'm the only one sitting here with this cursed knowledge of what she's talking about. I'm the only one who has to suffer. You didn't bring this up to her, I hope. Of course not. I'm not I'm only crazy when it's like actively harmful to myself, like reading this and getting this cursed knowledge. But yeah, so I had to live with that for the rest of my days there. Every time I walked past her in the hallway or something, I'd break out in a cold sweat. Surprised you didn't send it to Horace. Man, if I knew Horace at the time, those would all wound up in his inbox. I would have been like, check this out. I bet I could still find them, actually. If that is prolific, I don't know. I don't want to know how's the average. So the other thing I discovered is that the fandom actually hated her. I'm not sure if she was aware, but like, I was like, because I just, you know, when you're an internet detective, when you're an internet detective, you gotta just keep going. You gotta keep going. And so I was like, all right. I was like, she keeps saying she's really famous. And so I would like name search her on like community boards and like on the LiveJournal community and stuff, and people were like, that bitch is crazy, basically. And I was like, oh god. These are some fine igloos, thanks to you. I heard from Wingle that Frostlass was at the end of the chairlift. Oh, I have to take the chairlift. Yeah, she was more infamous than famous. But we had some like, so I spent 6 months with a host family. I don't know if I've told like my host family stories ever, but I spent 6 months living with a host family. But I had a lot of like health issues. And my host parents were like very old and like 80 and 90 years old. So they're kind of more like my host grandparents. But yeah, I'm someone who gets sick pretty often, especially in like environments that I'm not used to. And so only the spider stories. And so I got sick a lot. And so eventually my host parents were like, you know, like, we're old as hell and you know, you're great. We love you. But like, this is not great for us as an 80 and a 90-year-old. Cause like, we don't want to get sick and we're always worried about you. And I was like, don't worry about it. Like, I'll go live in the dorms, with everybody else. And they were very cool. Like, I still went over and had dinner with them all the time. We were really good friends. They were just sort of like, you should be around people like younger and stronger so that we don't get destroyed by everything you manage to catch everywhere. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. But Maple getting kicked out for being too icky. Well, it was really funny because they got another host kid after I moved out. And so I came over, like, me and her had classes together. So I would come over with her and we would have dinner together. And it was really funny because there was actually a Japanese guy who was hitting on me. And he would always follow me to the train station and be like, hey, baby girl, like, blah, 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 blah. And then he would ask me to teach him English. And then we would like, so I would always teach him like I taught him how to say like homie and stuff like that. Cause he was like, teach me English slang. So I was like, okay, homie. And then like, I taught him all these words. And then later on he was like, you taught me weird slang. And I was like, how's it weird? But so this other girl, who started living with my host parents, after that, me and her were like having dinner over there one night, and we were all just hanging out and talking, and then she was like, yeah, there's this guy who keeps like following me to the train station. I think he wants to ask me out on a date, and I don't really know what to do. He keeps asking me to teach him English, and I was like, is his name Junpei? And she was like, yeah. And like just somehow he just like zeroed in on the same family's host kids. And we were just like trading stories, and my host mom was just like, ugh. But yeah, so after I moved out from my host family, I moved into the dorms, and Napoleon put me in charge of this chairlift. I'm afraid you can't get on. I'm gonna kick his ass. You seem to want to use the chairlift no matter what. If you are that desperate, why don't you battle for it? This guy's gonna die. I'll let you use the chairlift if you somehow manage to defeat me. So... Yeah! Oh, I can dodge, right? Oh, that would have been useful against Starly. Yeah! There we go. But so I moved into the dorms, which actually wound up being a really good decision, both because like whenever I was sick, I didn't have to like worry about giving it to my host parents, and I could just sort of like curl up in my futon and didn't feel like I was being a problem. I wasn't trying that hard, that's me. Of course, that's the only reason I lost. Well, a promise is a promise. I'll let you use the chairlift. Wow, look at you smiling. It's nice to see, but did you want to ride the chairlift that badly? Yeah, dude. No? Then why are you so excited? You just had fun playing. I'm utterly beaten. Maybe you'll even be able to thaw Napoleon's icy heart. To activate the chairlift, dash into the switch. Then check out the loading area. Okay. So once I moved, yeah, so I actually really liked living in the dorms because I had like a room to myself, and and I was sort of more like in charge of my own destiny, which I liked. Dash into this. But you know, some of the people who lived in the dorms, luckily all my roommates are really cool. They were all like super chill girls, but you know, we had like a few people who were like, who were sort of notoriously like kind of, you know, had similar energy to the infamous Black Butler girl. There she is. And so I was like, I was going through her live journal because I was like, I wonder which dorm she's in. I don't think she's in mine, but I haven't seen her, but like maybe I just missed her, and I wonder who she's living with and who is probably hearing her fan fictions at night. Turns out that she was not living in the dorms. Like me, she was living with a host family. But she stayed with them for the full year. And she made them watch the Black Butler musical at least once a week. And always posted about it. She was like, we watched the musical again tonight. I think they enjoyed it again. And I was like, ah! You want me to make the effort and return to him? I'm prepared to go back, but only if you defeat me in battle. Oh, you picked the wrong Pikachu to tussle with. Why don't you show me what you're made of? How did she not get the boot? So it sounded like they actually had kids, and she did some babysitting for them. So that was sort of the interesting thing, is like, oh no, is like all of the host families had had host kids for like very different reasons. Mine were obviously like very old. They had like adult children. Like I had 2 host brothers. One was like 45 and the other was almost 50. And like one had kids, like they were an older family. But my host parents basically just said that, you know, they missed having people in the house because they had adult children and they'd moved out, and they basically liked having somebody to watch TV with. Yeah, empty nest syndrome. Yeah. So they liked having somebody to watch TV with, and they liked having someone who they could like. So my host dad, there's no need to push me into it. I was going home soon anyway. Oh, that's why you made me beat you up. Before I go, can we be friends? Oh! If you're here, you must have defeated Prinlip. Well, he may be training himself as we speak. Why don't you battle him again? Why? I must go now. Why don't you come to my place? Whoa, a little forward there. But so my host dad was basically... So I never really figured out what was going on with him. Because I tried asking my host mom, like, what he did for work before, you know, he retired. And she would never give me a straight answer, no matter how many times I asked. I would be like, oh, what did Oto-san do for work? And she would be like... And that's the other thing, is neither of them spoke any English at all, like 0 English. And so I that was sort of another thing, is that, you know, whenever I was sick and had a fever, it was like harder to speak in Japanese. And so I felt bad about that part of it too. But yeah, so she would basically say various things. And she'd be, "Iro na koto." And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know what that means, but okay. But like, he was like sort of a big shot at the local karaoke bar. When I say he was a big shot, I mean like he would pick up the phone. Oh, that's a Lapras. I thought it was another Drift Bloom for some reason. He would basically pick up his phone and basically say, "Come get me," into the phone. And a van would show up and pick him up and take him to the karaoke bar, where he would be served like just beer in a constant stream, and sing all of the Yakuza Enka songs that he could ask for. And he liked having a kid to come do karaoke with him. That was his thing. And so I think they just liked having somebody around. But it was sort of different for every family. Want me to freeze the lake? Piece of cake. Oh, look, I rhymed. Anyway, let me take care of it right now. Some families had really young kids, and for them, their host kids were kind of like live-in babysitters. Because you had to say whether you were like comfortable with kids or not in like your information. And this is the lake you want me to freeze. Is it? Allow me. Stand back. So like for the people who are comfortable, or for the students who are comfortable with kids, like I said, I basically said, you know, like I don't know much about kids. I basically said, if they have a kid, that's fine. But you know, I don't know a whole lot about kids. Like I don't have a lot of experience around young children. And so I think they were like, okay, she's going to go to the older family. But you can reach Mamoswine now. How do you save a frozen Mamoswine? No pain, no gain, as they say. Have faith in your strength. So I gotta smash him, dash into Mamoswine with all your might, as many times as it takes. And so I think her family, from what it sounded like, was one of the families that was like, let's get a live-in host kid to basically be a live-in babysitter for us. It's because it sounded like they had a lot of like young kids. And so I think I think it was sort of like a mutually beneficial situation until she made them watch the Black Butler musical constantly. Just got done with a 6-hour drive, only to be told my company fucked up my hotel. I had to deal with that. Oh no, I'm sorry, Koji. I know how that is. Mamoswine's revived! Wonderful. You saved me. Thank you so much. That reminds me of Professor Oak in the original Pokemon Snap. Wonderful. What's that? Empoleon has frozen the gate and won't come out? Alright, leave it to me. That gate doesn't stand a chance. Here he goes. Oh, he's going in. But I knew other host families that had different reasons. So there was actually there was a girl I knew. She was really nice. Empoleon is this way. Be sure to do a good job. What's that? Shouldn't I be angry at him for freezing me? Ha! If only life were so simple. Isn't it though? Things are not so black and white. Empoleon and I believe in different things. That's just the way it is. So I actually knew this one girl. She was really nice. But I was talking to her pretty early on, like right after we'd been placed, and she was like, my host family is pretty unique. And I was like, oh, really? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I am 95% sure that the dad is a Yakuza. She was like, he has like a lot of tattoos all up his arms. And they live in like this really cool, but like sort of classic style, like big Japanese house. And she was like, the first night I got there, she was like, there was like security cameras at the gate, and like we had to like be basically let into the gate. And then they brought me through this really big, cool, like old house and into the dining room with this like really long table with like just endless sushi boats all over it. And he basically said like, don't hold back, like eat whatever you want, tell me whatever you want, like I'll make your stay, like tell me what you want and your stay will be perfect. And so apparently there was a girl, he had a daughter, and the daughter was actually our age and she went to the same school as us. And she just really wanted basically a study abroad, like homestay sister. And so she begged her dad. She was like, Dad, like I want a sister. I want a homestay sister to practice my English with. And he basically like was like, yes, princess, anything for you. So he just like rolled out the red carpet for this girl, and she was like, I was kind of nervous at first, but they're super nice. And she was like, and he's like him and his wife just, you know, want me to just have a really good time, and they're like really protective of me and are always making sure I'm okay. And like the daughter's really nice, and she was like, I'm just kind of living it up. So I was like, okay, well, enjoy, dude. She wanted a gaijin pet, basically. But we were all like really jealous because honestly, like she had like the most fun time. But yeah, that was a loud bang. Yeah, dude, it was your gate getting kicked open. I see Mamoswine open the gate. Now, who are you? What's that? You have a message from Venusaur? Didn't make you want to join the Yakuza? I don't know if I'd be allowed it. One of the towns that I lived in, though, apparently was like really like well known as sort of a Yakuza town, which I didn't know before I lived there, and like I was only told later by some Japanese coworkers when they were asking where I lived. I was like, oh, I lived in this place, and they were like, you know, that's a Yakuza town, and I was like, wait, what? Garrett, thank you for the gift sub to PCU. Sorry, Koji, thank you for the gift sub to PCU. I'm so in my brain. But he wants to be friends with me and Blaziken again. Don't pilk me! What are you talking about? If you're telling the truth, prove it! You must clear my attraction. Humph, you won't be any good at it. This guy's so rude to me. Just give up and go back to where you came from. Wait! It's Piplup! It'd be like that sometimes, don't worry. Thank you for the clown emoji. Empoleon, everybody in the iceberg zone is worried about. Look at how cute Piplup is. I'm trying to think of who my favorite starter is. Because I have a couple. I really like Charmander was my first starter, and so I feel like I have a lot of nostalgia for Charmander. But I'm a big Oshawott fan too. I love Oshawott. I think he's the cutest. But I also really like Piplup. There's a couple I really like. I'm really excited about the grass cat. I'm not usually a grass starter person, but you give me a cat and I will pick it no matter what. Why have you shut yourself away all alone? You make so much noise. You'll never understand the importance of steel will. What does that mean? Listen to me. Steel will is a strong mind, unaffected by joy or sorrow. It remains constant, just like steel, that day. The day when my best friends, Venusaur and Blaziken, when they turned against me, I realized my weakness. So in the depths of sadness and anger, I chose to close this gate. I chose to close the gate and toughen my mind. Yeah, so my, there. Try this attraction to train yourself in building steel will. Do you want to play on Empoleon's snow slide? You'll need 10 berries. Yeah, let's go. We'll start now. Come over here. So I probably gotta use Piplup. Avoid crashing into walls or icy objects. Oh no, I have to use the Wiimote. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I really hope that the cat doesn't wind up on 2 legs. That is my only hope. I'm really excited. When is Scarlet and Violet supposed to come out again? Isn't it like November, or is it earlier than that? I feel like it's always November. Wait, is the Kirby party game? That's out this week, right? Is it out already, or is it out later this week? I have I've been talking to Struggle Life John lately. It's for some personal help. And I've been talking about the Discord. Tomorrow? Okay. I'm really excited. So she's coming over, I think next week? Yeah. She's coming over and I really want to play the Kirby game with her. So I'm like, I need this Kirby game to be out by the time that Struggle Life comes over. She gets shockingly heated. She gets like me when you play. Like, she seems like she wouldn't care, and then you play like a multiplayer game with her and you're like, should I be nervous? Gotta toughen up and be a man. Want to play on my slide. Is Struggle Life John what you call your therapist? No. So she's actually my old coworker. We worked together for a few years. And we got along really well because we're pretty similar. If you need to make a sharp turn, slow down first by okay, so that's like the brake. Pass between flags, you get an instant speed boost. Try for one last burst of speed when the end is in sight. Okay. I'm nervous. Yeah, so we used to work together, and the reason I call her Struggle Life Chan, she's Japanese. She moved to America, and we were both working at a Japanese company together when we met. But like her English is like crazy good. But like occasionally in moments of like nerves or oh god, in moments of like nerves or like intense emotion, occasionally she'll just like slip into something where I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? And so we had a work event one night where we played PT actually. And it was really cute because she was like dressed up as Freddy Krueger. So she did all of this in like a Freddy Krueger costume. But oh god! I should have hit the brake! No! So she was doing fine until I purposely turned around to get Lisa to kill me. And then when Lisa popped out and snapped my neck, she got so scared, she threw herself into a giant pile of boxes that were like near the table. She just threw herself into this pile of cardboard boxes. And I was like, are you okay? And she slowly peeked her head out of this pile of cardboard boxes and went, struggle life. So that's why that's the name I use for her on stream. Cause it's always been like a very legendary story whenever it comes up. And she like doesn't remember it. She's like, did I do that? But yeah, she's great, but yeah, she's coming over, so I want to play Kirby together. So I think she'll enjoy it. We played at the beginning of like world events, we actually played Animal Crossing online together a couple times, and we invited like our old coworkers to play with us, and every single session just turned into like me and her presenting our most giant fish possible to the camera over and over while everybody else tried to like trade and play normally. So people would be like trying to like trade and do things together, and me and her would be pulling out sunfish and going over and over as is Pizza Queen. Yep, Pizza Queen has gone through some legendary moments herself recently. Well, I never thought you'd make it. I'll give you proof. Take this. I'm getting a shard. She sent me a series of Snapchat videos of her. She moved. But she's a big wrestling fan, and she had a giant blow up Undertaker in her apartment. So she moved. And she couldn't figure out how to deflate him. So she sent me all these videos of her trying to figure out how to deflate him, including like throwing him against a wall and like down a flight of stairs and like tombstoning him and stuff like that. And then eventually she just sent me a video of like her and her fiance riding in the backseat of a car with him seat belted in between them, fully blown up. We need a stream of Struggle John and Maple hijinks. I think that would be really funny, but I also feel like she would accidentally dox me. Tempted to praise you for all your hard work. Praise me, damn you! But your moods depend so much on tiny things like attraction records. I mean, he's right. I'm afraid if you don't understand steel will at all. Having said that, I must admit I too have a long way to go. Your smiles have restored a warmth to my heart. Venusaur must have felt the same. I see that achieving steel will is not the only way to strength. I will open my heart to Venusaur and Blaziken and revive our friendship. Make them into VTubers. You're right or die. Nice job, Pikachu. I'll go back to the meeting place and fix the balloon. You're heading for the cavern zone to see Blaziken, right? Well, I'll see you later. There should be a new, like, trainer at the meeting place now, right? So I can get... I have, like, no berries, though. I'm poor. Pikachu, we gotta make some money. But, return to the iceberg zone? Yeah. But I'm trying to think of Other people with host families. I actually knew a few people who had host families, and they also spent their like second half of their time there moving into a dorm instead. But a lot of other people, like, whereas mine was like, hey, we're old. You tend to catch like someone sneezes a mile away and you catch it. And that's not great for a 90-year-old man. I actually knew a lot of other people who were like, yeah, my host parents basically told me to move into the dorms the second semester because I came home drunk too many times. And I was like, what? Like, I was afraid to even, like, my host dad was always offering me beer, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't drink in front of Otosan. It'll be too embarrassing if I act like a crazy person. I forgot about Glaceon over here. Woo. Oh my god, that voice. No, I have enough friends for the moment. Maybe I'll feel like having more by the time you make, say, 45 friends. That's so specific. Okay, wait, hold on. So this bitch wants me to decorate the tree. So Delibird, there he is. Give me presents. Beep, 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 beep. You're Spheel's friend, I see. I'll give you a present. May your charm shine like a glittering ball. Take this present to the ice tree and see what it is. Thanks, buddy. There were a lot of things in that little present. But Sober Maple is crazy. Squirtle! Sober Maple is crazy too. Listen, she's fine. She's fine. Ice tree's looking better. Decorate it's more demanding. Maybe I should be friends with Squirtle and then Delibird will freak out again. Hey, buddy. Just got called a friendless swine. But I'm actually really glad that I had both the experience of living with a host family and the experience of, cause living with a host family was fun, but you obviously have a lot more freedom when you don't have like curfews and stuff like that, so you can kind of be more adventurous and go different places. You don't need to like check with people to like make sure that it's okay to like go somewhere on a certain day or whatever. You can just kind of do what you got to do. So it was like both were nice in their own ways. But obviously I really liked getting to know my host family and hanging out with them. Heard you reunited Gyarados and Feraligatr in the beach zone. Wow, you are no bigger than me. You're amazing. Let's have a battle. You will not live to see the next day. How many arcades did you go to? I used to go to arcades a lot. The only problem is I have, I'm actually allergic to cigarette smoke. And I don't know if you've ever been to a Japanese arcade. But they are basically just boxes filled with cigarette smoke. Wow, for real? Yeah, so I don't have like asthma, but I do have bad lungs. And cigarette smoke both like makes it hard for me to breathe and also like makes my nose run a lot. Like, so I get a runny nose and it's like hard. So I almost like have like a little bit of like an asthma thing when I'm around like a lot of cigarettes. It's like, it's not a big deal if I like walk past somebody on the street who's smoking or something, but if I have to like sit next to somebody who's smoking for a long time, or I'm in a room that's like filled with smoke, then like my nose just goes crazy and I'm just like and so that's the only reason I didn't hang out in arcades more. Like, I used to go a couple times. I actually used to play Blaze Blue at the arcade near me out there. Let's make lots more friends too. Play with me again. Come on. So yeah, I used to play Blaze Blue at the arcade, which was really fun. And I would go mostly for UFO catchers. I actually found while I was going through some stuff the other day, I forgot that in a UFO catcher machine, I actually got a pair of headphones that have the or emo characters on them. It has like Kirino and Kuroneko on the headphones, and I found them. I was like, I forgot I had these. But I used to go and play UFO catchers a lot at Money Eaters. Are you good at them? So it doesn't matter if you're good at them if you look sufficiently foreign. Cause you basically, when they see you standing there trying to win them, they always come over and ask if you need help. And if you look very foreign, they will just come over after like you try once or twice and be like, you're incompetent. I will make it so you can win in a single hit. Like so usually I did not have to pay too much to win at those. Did you do those online crane games with the Coronet merch? So I wanted to, but they actually blocked all access from outside Japan. And I guess I could have used like a VPN or something, but it was like really, really hard to get it to work. And I actually tried, and like I had a friend who I was gonna get it shipped to because you need a Japanese shipping address too. I was like set up to do it, but it just didn't work. But I wound up getting the Molly Online stuff anyway through like Yahoo auctions. But who'd I play in BB? I played Noelle mostly. I'm trying to think if I played Noelle in all of them. I think I played Noelle mostly. I think I tried Platinum for like a second, but I was always more of a Noelle. There were other characters I wanted to get good at, but I just couldn't. I hope the sun always shines on you. Take this present to the ice tree. Yeah, I used to, and I also really like the Purikura machines. So me and my friends used to go to the arcade just to take like Purikura and decorate it. So I have like a lot of cute stickers. Smooch 'em! There was one day where I don't know if I've told this story before, but we wanted to go to this maid cafe. Because I was of course a maid cafe connoisseur, a man of culture, and so I had a few that I knew were really good, and so I would bring them to them whenever we went out on like shopping trips together. You're Squirtle's friend, I see. I'll give you a present. May what you've stored grow well. So I brought them to a few every time we'd go out together, and then one week, I had actually gotten a advertisement for a new maid cafe. And I was like, we need to... Ooh, Sneasel. Wait, is that like a shiny Sneasel? So I was like, we have to go check out this new maid cafe that I got this advertisement for. Look, it has the address on the flyer and everything. So we went. And it was in a building, and it was on like the 4th floor, I think. And so we went up in the elevator. Like we couldn't find the stairs, and finally we were like, okay, we'll just take the elevator. So we took the elevator, and we were definitely in the right building. We like triple checked the address. We went up to the 4th floor where the maid cafe allegedly was. And like in retrospect, it was kind of like a sketchy advertisement, but anyway, the elevator door opened, and it was just a wall, like a concrete wall, and it wasn't one of those elevators that like opened on both sides. It only opened on one side, and it was a wall, and we all freaked the fuck out and like slammed the 1st floor button a million times, and then sprinted out of the building in a panic. And it was like a very Silent Hill experience. Did the wall have a maid outfit though? But we have this picture of all of us, like, because we went to Purikuta right after that, we have this picture of all of us sitting there just looking kind of distressed. And just on top of it, somebody wrote 4th floor, it was a wall. Being forward enough to get pitied and stop C-Dog for spending $200 on trying to win plushies. Well, he's not a cute little lady, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure being a girl helps. I made a joke. Here's something you should know. The Lava Zone's Blaziken never lets an injustice go unpunished, no matter how tiny. I think I'll stay away from there. I can be a little bit bad, you see. She just said, I'm a bad bitch. Wanna play Chase? Let's go. But yeah, that was... I used to go to the arcade, like, a little bit. I never played, like, the more gambly stuff, though. And I never played Pachinko. I actually... I lived near whenever I went to the supermarket, it cut off like 15 minutes because one of the biggest buildings between me and my supermarket was like a giant pachinko parlor, and it wound up cutting off 15 minutes of walking time if I just walked through the pachinko parlor instead of trying to take the sidewalk all the way around it. And so I usually did, and it was like the loudest place on planet Earth. Like, you open the doors and it's like, and you're like, oh god, speed! Oh my god, he's fast. What was that turn? I'm gonna run out the time. He's gonna win. This fucking guy. Oh my god, he's so fast. Oh, well, I kind of hit him. I thought you were better than this! Listen! Get juked, nerd. But I guess I can tell this story now. I think I almost told this story one time, but then I stopped because I was like, this will reveal my greatest secret, but now my greatest secret has been revealed. Is the tree decorated enough? There's still something missing. Big shiny star at the top. Okay, Deli Bird. Where are you? There you are. There we go. Come friends with Smoochum. Who the heck is Smoochum? Oh, there's Smoochum. Come here with my friends to look at the ice tree. I'm ready to take lots of photos too. I wish Napoleon could have come. Let's battle. Oh, she's dead. So I was in a I was in one of the Pokemon centers one time, my local Pokemon center, to buy some new merch that had come out. And a dad was there with his son. And as I was walking around the aisles picking up some of the stuff I was there for, and it was really, so the Pokemon Center is really cute because they have a lot of like special things that come out, like seasonal stuff. So like near Halloween, they'll have like special Halloween merch, and Christmas, they'll have Christmas merch. So I always like to get sort of the seasonal merch because I thought it was really cute. So I was there picking up some of that stuff, and as I was walking through the aisles, I realized that this kid who was there with his dad was like avoiding me like the plague, and like he looked really scared. Like when I would walk into the same aisle as him, he would like run, and he looked legitimately upset, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't even notice, I'm sorry. And so I actually started trying to like avoid him so I wouldn't scare him too much. But finally, I think the dad noticed what was happening, and I think he felt bad that his kid was so scared of me. And so he brought his kid over to me, and I hope your days overflow with excitement. Keep making friends, you hear? So he brought his kid over to me, and he was like, hey, can I ask you a question? And I was like, yeah, of course. And he was like, where are you from? And I was like, and he like sort of like motioned down to his kid, like, you know, tell my kid where you're from. And so I said, I'm from America. And so the kid sort of nodded, and the dad was like, see, it's okay, because she's from America. And I was just like, what wouldn't have been okay? Canada? The ice tree is now beautifully decorated. It looks like a dream. It's all because of you. Will you let me be your friend? Maple traumatized the child. I didn't wanna. Is your greatest secret that Mario Sunshine has become your favorite Mario? I mean, I miss it a lot. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is like, he calmed down once he realized I was from America, and I was like, I'm now very confused about what just happened. I have 43 friends. I need 2 more to get that freaking Glaceon to be my Krabby! Krabby, get back here! He is fast. Even cool Pokemon like Empoleon feel bad after a fight with a friend. How about a game of chase? Okay, but I just saw you. You got the schmoves. Look at him. I don't know if I can pull this off. Smoochum's about to die though. Ooh, look at how fast he is. I must be able to make myself faster somehow, right? There must be like a bonus. Great Britain would probably not be okay. Well, that's what I wanted to know after they left. I was like, what would have not been okay? The way you pursued me was amazing. I'm almost too speechless to say it, but let's be friends. Yeah, I was just switched to Magikarp. I was just like, I need to know who wouldn't, like, what country wouldn't have been okay. You must be the Pikachu everyone's talking about. Have you played Empoleon's attraction? Watch out for the walls. Yeah, buddy, I know. Can't actually play Empoleon's attraction. Would you like to battle? Yeah. I wonder if you play a Spheal, if he, like, rolls down the mountain. Now I'm curious. He's gonna spit and give me now, Krabby! Krabby's getting it from both sides. If you say England, he says sorry to hear that. But they got Bake Off though. England has Bake Off. Ugh, got his ass. But yeah, that's haunted me ever since then, because I wanted to know what wouldn't have been okay. Play lots of skill games, make lots of friends. Ugh. But yeah, living in Japan was pretty interesting. There's actually, you have lots of friends, don't you? Yeah, I do. You stuck-up bitch. Think friendships are pretty like snow crystals? I do. Some may melt away, but they leave good memories. I feel better now. Would you care to play a skill game with me? Chase? Oh, I bet she's fast. Shall we get started? He took that bullet like a real one. Smooch! Oh, wait, what is happening? Is that like her special skill to try and like blind me? It's not gonna work. Sucker. Get back here. It might work. It might work. How does she speed up when I get too close to her? Is that actually making me slower? Oh, I'm so close. Oh, it's a ring. I swear. No, I'm gonna lose! Oh, frick. She's crop dusting you. Hit visit him. Okay, so I do have to upgrade. I do have to get the upgrade from Ponyta. Yeah, it was pretty fun living there. My host parents are very cool. 20 berries? I will walk. I will walk home. I don't have that many berries. But what was I gonna say? Haven't gotten Dash yet. I mean, I think I upgraded it like once. Maybe. I don't know. 20 berries in this economy. But yeah, it was fun. And like I said, it was a really different experience living like with a host family versus not with a host family. So when I lived with my host family, like I sort of, you know, watched what they watched and ate what they ate. And so I was actually there when the whatchamacallit, when the like World Volleyball Championship was being held in Japan. Yes. And for like the week or so that the championships were going on, I cared about nothing more than volleyball. Would you like to be my friend? Yes. Like, I lived and breathed. I just watched volleyball all the time. I did research on all the players. They had a theme song from a popular boy band at the time that played like during every commercial break and during the tournament itself, and I would hear it like coming out from some of the cafes as I walked home. And it was, I think the band was Exile, and the song was, I think, called I Wish For You, and it was the most repetitive song of all time, and I can still see it when I can still hear it when I close my eyes, but it was like, I wish for you. I wish for you, baby. And so I just, now to me, that song is volleyball. I think of volleyball and I think of that song, but we like, that's all we watched together and all we talked about for like a week because we were all obsessed with it. And my host dad also really liked like classic American Westerns, like with Clint Eastwood. And so he would try and talk to me about those. And I was just like, I honestly don't know these that well. I'm like, I'm a little too young for a lot of these. Look at the balloon we got. We carried it from the beach zone. Everybody helped. It's broken, but I'll see if I can fix it. You can go anywhere to make friends when you can fly. I like the big deflated Pikachu though. All right, let's talk to Ponyta over here. Ugh. So pretty. Do you want to run faster? I can show you some techniques. 350 berries! I thought I upgraded my dash once. Hold on, how do I see Pikachu's stats? Yeah, look, I upgraded it a little bit. I upgraded my Thunderbolt more. I did not upgrade Iron Tail at all. Is this the Iron Tail guy? No, he's the HP guy. 1,000 berries. Are you Iron? You don't even have a tail. Learn a new move. Do you want to know a move called Iron Tail? You can use it in battle. It'll cost you some berries. I mastered Iron Tail without a tail. Do you know what that means? It means I can teach a clumsy Pokemon like you, rude. Well, can you give me 3? I don't have 350 berries! How's a bitch supposed to make some berries? Maybe I can go to the Lava Zone? Does the Lava Zone got berries? Wait, who's open right now? Who's open for business? Got Scroopy over here. Got Spooky Guy over here. What do you want me to do, Piplup? How do I get to the lava? I feel like the lava zone is where it wants me to go, right? You have 900 berries? I have 91 berries. Oh, there's a 0 at the... I see. wait, can you read? No. Alright, teach me the Iron Tail. But yeah, he loved westerns. But he also loved collecting watches. And so one day he was showing me one of his watches. And he was bragging to me. Or he had 2 watches on one wrist and he was bragging to me. And he was like... he was like, these are both solar powered, so I never have to change the battery. And he was like, it's amazing because they're powered by the sun. You know, that's what solar powered means. And so you can basically just like walk outside and it powers up the watch and it'll just go forever. It's incredible. And I was feeling like kind of puckish. And I was like, well, then what do you do on cloudy days? And he rolled up his other sleeve, which had an equally as big golden watch on it. And he said, well, that's why this one's battery powered. And I was like, excuse me? Confidently incorrect. Yeah, we finally got to see new HOWDY. That was really exciting. Maple hasn't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a hot minute, and yet you are getting worse at reading. I was thinking about that today, because when I was trying to figure out my schedule, because Kuruko's on vacation, and I was trying to figure out, because I'm actually going to be traveling a little bit in September, and I was like, when are we going to get to play Sonic 06 again? So I was trying to figure that out, but then I was looking at my other games, and I was like, what haven't I played in a while that like I'd like to get back to? So I wanted to put Doom. I'm probably going to try and play Doom next week, maybe. Finally get back to it. But then I was like, oh my god, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a hot minute. So I was looking at that, and then I was like, I hope none of the other cards in my Eldritch deck got taken out, because I will send a strongly worded letter to someone. That man was begging for you to ask that question. Yeah, in retrospect, I was like, I got set up. Look at him, he's so excited. They haven't done a ban list update since then, thank God. You've grown strong. Iron Tail is a great battle move. Why don't you try having a battle with someone now? Shake your Wiimote up and down, and you will deliver a blow to the Pokemon in front of you. Can I do that, like, now? Ooh. Okay, so I can do that. Hold on. Maybe I can only do it in battle. Primeape can get so angry it dies? I mean, that's kind of me. Relatable. Relatable, Dio. Want to run faster? I definitely do. They added new cards. Ooh. Yeah, I need to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe next week will be a throwback with like Doom and Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice job! You kept up with the training well. Why don't you try out Dash? You can dash faster now. Okay, wait, but what's the next? She wants to play skill games with someone who's fast. You may see her eventually as you train in the use of Dash. Would you like to power up your Dash? Tell me how Alright. Woohoo! That is pretty fast. Wait, can I go in here? Let me in, you... Oh, maybe I can go in here. Yellow body and red cheeks? Wait a minute. You don't look strong at all. I heard that you defeated Venusaur and Empoleon, though. Blaziken, the keeper of the lava zone, would like to see you. You may come through the gate. Thanks. Thanks. They want to work on the dual pass off stream, so you sure not to miss the rewards. That's what's been so hard, is like, especially for the past couple of weeks, things have just been like so crazy and so chaotic. And I'm so exhausted by the end of the day that, I mean, like, so I actually got off work kind of on time today. I got off at like 2:30 my time. But then I had to run some errands, so I went and did that. And then I came back and I was like, oh, I should like get some other things done before stream. And I sat down for 1 second to like take a load off for a second right before I went and did more chores around the house, and I immediately fell asleep. I woke up like 15 minutes before I started streaming, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, well, okay, I might have been tired. So like lately, the only stuff that I've been doing like off stream is like Oshi set stuff, which I swear to God they're almost done. Work is killing me. And then work. And then while I'm working and while I'm doing other stuff, I've been grinding the Girls Frontline event. Because I can auto all of the maps that I need to grind for drops. If you want to go to the lava zone, use the minecart in this zone. Okay. So yeah, so I've just been doing work and then grinding Girls Frontline and accidentally falling asleep, and that's been my life. I was like, oh boy, I should probably get it together. The other thing is that I'm actually, so some of my friends who live in the area, they all had like a big milestone birthday during world events, and so none of them really got like a proper party or got to like really celebrate. And so I'm throwing them like a multi-person birthday party this weekend. Cause it's 3 of them. Or 4. There's four of them, but one might not be able to make it. So I keep saying 3, but it's actually 4 people I've been trying to plan a birthday party for. like a big like we're gonna party like it's 1999 sort of situation, cause like you guys didn't have a proper birthday party while everything was shut down. So we're so I've been like making reservations and finding things to do and setting up a plan and all of this stuff. So that's the other thing I've been trying to like make sure that I don't totally screw up 4 people's birthdays simultaneously. Though it would be a power move if I did. I'm in so much trouble. All I can do is laugh. That's also me. A rail is missing and we can't use the minecart. That didn't stop Donkey Kong. Will you help me find the missing rail, please? Without it, we can't travel to the lava zone. Zubat are the key to the puzzle. They fly around gathering gossip. I'm sure they'll be able to help you in your search. Yeah, I hope my friend's, like, birthday party is good. I always feel like I'm not good at planning things because I'm not somebody who really likes... That doesn't sound right. I was gonna say I'm not somebody who likes doing things. I mean, I'm fine. I like doing things. I also like sitting at home and reading like a little grandma. So I'm always like, is what I'm planning actually fun for like normal people, or am I like projecting? Don't come this way. It's dangerous here. We're playing with the minecart around here. The rail is missing. The minecart can't be used anyway. Don't worry. Once the rail is back, we'll return it. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Yeah, I get a little, cause like I've had friends plan birthday parties for me, and they're always like, "Oh, what do you want to do?" And I'm like, can we like play Mario Party? Or a board? Can we play a board game? Can all of us play a board game and maybe have some drinks? And they're like, you sure you don't want to like go out and do so? And I'm like, could we bring a board game if we go? You have normie friends. I mean, I feel like I have both normie friends, and I also have like, I have nerdy friends and normie friends, and then I have like nerdy friends who can pose as normies. I have a good mix. But I always worry I'm projecting when I'm trying to plan, or I worry I'm going too far in the other direction because I know what I'm like, and I know that I just want to like hang at home and play board games, or games together, or do stuff like that, or play Magic or something. And so I always worry, I'm like, am I planning something that's too exciting because I'm trying too hard to like go in the other direction? Norm passing. You're from the outside. What do you want in the cavern zone? The hot spring dried up. Sorry about that. That was why I thought it was so funny when I went to go visit the couple who I officiated the wedding for. Is I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to be social or whatever. But then I got there and we literally just all played Magic like the whole day, and then a board game, and I was like, they get it. They get my vibe. It happened when the ground shook the other day. Oh, you're not here for that? You want to see Blaziken? That's no surprise, really. You know what? This place is so dark that some of us are leaving. Who would want to come here? Sheesh, buddy. Everyone enjoys a little competitive skydiving. Yeah, I definitely do overthink things. You're correct. I'm just like, am I planning something not exciting enough or too exciting? Given my tastes. Mr. Mime asks, you look for the rail, I hear. I often see Aaron looking at a rail and drooling. I wonder, do you want to have some fun? How about a chase? I can't fly. How am I gonna do this? Better stay close to the ground, buddy. Or this isn't gonna be much of a chase. Wait, is he shooting? He is. He's shooting supersonics at me. Wait, is that him? Ooh. How the F am I supposed to... Do I have to jump? Will he land? Yay, that was fun. Zubat is now your friend. I played a really fun game over there, a really fun board game over their house, actually. It was called, oh my god, what was it called? VitiCulture. It was called VitiCulture. And it's basically a board game where you, like, make wine. You plant grapes, and then you harvest grapes. And then you make the grapes... You age the grapes, or maybe you make the grapes, you smoosh the grapes, and then you age it. I don't remember the order. I don't know how to make wine. But but then you sell it, and whoever has the most victory points at the end. I got obliterated. Not because I made plenty of wine, but apparently the strat is to also host, oh look, Pseudo-Widow. The strat is to also host, like, winery tours, and I was like, I don't need people in my winery. I just need to crank out as much wine as possible, so I fell radically behind. Oh, we're already best- Oh, I forgot that I'm best friends with Bonsly, because I killed him. I knocked him over the cliff. They often play with me. How about you? You want to play hide and seek? Oh no, he's the one who can't hide. Yeah, no, sorry buddy, we're already best friends. I have no more reason to talk to you. There, look at this. Look at that pose! Oh, I'm best friends with him too. Oh, it's his big brother in the Meadow Zone. Will you play hide and seek with me? No. You never watched Dr. Stone? I have never watched Dr. Stone. I always thought the name sounded really dumb. So I've had friends who were like, it's really good. And I'm like, but the name is so stupid. The party game specifically for wine aunts, it definitely was, but it was really fun. We all drank wine while playing it too. I got Momiji. I wonder if I could get people. I wonder if I could get Struggle Life to play that with me. I'm so hungry. They say that the lava zone has a cool machine. Dr. Diamond Ore. Winery tours is just a way to get people really so tired they can't say no when you ask them if they want to buy wine. I actually have a story. I'm so hungry. They say that the lava zone has a cool machine. It digs up as much iron ore as you want. The minecart is broken though. Can you smash crates for me? Maybe you'll find a piece of iron ore. Ooh, I'm guessing it's the one right next to him. Ooh, frick. Ugh. Wow, look at that. Where'd he go? Buddy, you just asked me for this. Look at how big Golbat is. Holy crap. You want this? A piece of iron ore for me? Thank you. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Yummy. I wonder why she had the rail instead of a piece of iron ore. Who am I talking about? That cutie, Mawile. That cutie. Saw Mawile chew off a minecart rail. Oh, it was her. So oh, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? Now all I can think about is how Mawile's a cutie. Someone was watching me, I see. It's true, totally true. I cut off the rail using the jaws on the back of my head. You wanna know where the rail is? Sorry, I don't know. Actually, that isn't true. I know. I'll tell you if you can beat me in a skill game. Do you want to play chase? Oh, please don't be fast. Oh, I remember. So I actually, it wasn't like a winery tour, but I did go on a brewery tour. Excuse me? I went on a brewery tour. It was actually Meowth! It was actually, okay, so I need to like loop around. Oh my God, please. Can I shock? I swear. There we go. So I went on a tour of a brewery. You didn't have to tag me so hard. I'll tell you the truth. Doug Trio hit the rail somewhere. Find Doug Trio and talk to him. Why did I break the rail? Because no one can leave the zone when the minecart isn't running. You want to be my friend? Let me think it over. Well, if you always remember the cavern zone, one day we could be friends. Whatever. So I went on this brewery tour. I was actually with work. And actually I just realized I can't tell the story really without doxing a location. But basically well, another story about was that we got to the tasting room part of the tour. But when we got to the tasting room part of the tour, we each got like 3 little glasses of different types of beer, and we could drink them. One of my coworkers went around and he stole all 3 of mine and was absolutely plastered before we even left, and somebody had to like drop his like incapacitated body off at his wife, at his, I forgot whether it was his ex-wife's house or his wife's house. Be careful, Maple. Noted. Yes, I'm the one who hid the rail. Where is it? It's in a crate watched by Marowak in the berry storage. Oh, I love Marowak. Go find it and take it to Mr. Mime. You are all sending me. This is like phone tag right now. Woo! Magnemite. Wait, where did he go? Wait, am I friends with Aaron? Since I gave him the iron ore? Yeah, we're best friends. Holy moly. Who else? I haven't befriended Golbat yet. It's so big. Get back here. Get back. Wow, yeah. Yeah. Look at how he walks. It's tiring to keep my mouth open and my jaws are sore, but it's okay. I can cope. How about a game of chase? Sure. Let's start now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No, don't you try that on me. You just took out my while. Don't you try that silliness on me. Oh, I like that he can't close his mouth. A JRPG fetch quest line, yeah. How fast you are, let's be friends. Speaking of JRPGs, I've been in a mood lately because I really want to play Xenoblade 3. But when I play like a JRPG, especially a really long one like that, I kind of like to know that I'm gonna have like time, like committed time, because for me, like, JRPGs are one of the hardest things to sort of jump in and out of. They're one of the, I think, the hardest genres to just like come back to and be like, what the hell was I doing? Because they're so story focused. Is this the berry storage? There's a Geodude in here. It said Marowak, right? Oh god. Just tell every story to horse again as long as you make sure only trusted people here. I will be good. I will be good. I will be good. But yeah, I like having like ample. Oh, I want to be friends with Meowth. It's the hot springs dried up. What's that, a skill game? All right then, let's begin. My first question. What is the tip of my tail like? It's curled. That's right. My second question. Who do you see first in the cavern zone? It was Mr. Mime, right? That's right! My third question. How many Zubat are there? What the fuck? Thank God. You've answered all my questions correctly. Well done indeed. Maybe your friend? Yeah, you can, buddy, anytime. But yeah, I like really being able to commit. I wanted to play with Charmander. Excuse me, Charmander came to the lava zone a while ago. He almost fell into the lava there, but Blaziken saved him. I wonder when the minecart will work again. So, battle with me? Yeah. So I like committing time to JRPGs, especially because there's JRPGs like I have moments like with Tales of Arise. I've been trying to play it for months, and I keep starting and stopping it. And every time I pick it up, I'm trying to remember all of the little details. Because that's the thing, is like as a lore monster, I really like trying to, you know, predict what's gonna happen. That's the fun of RPGs for me. And if I don't remember, if I'm starting and stopping too much, I don't remember enough to like build my blueprints as I play. And so I've been sitting on Xenoblade 3 because stuff's just been like so crazy that I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play this like more than like one day a week, if that. and I'm definitely gonna forget details and be sad, and I want to make sure that when I start playing this, I have like time set aside for it. There's a rail in the berry storage? You want to check the place? No way! I've been watching the entrance all this time. No one has come in. Well, it's Doug Trio, doofus. He can dig under you. I haven't seen a rail either. You don't look like a liar, though. Well, thanks. I know, let's battle. If you win, I'll let you through. Oh, is this time to try out my iron tail? So I feel like my electricity shouldn't be effective against him, right? That was pretty good, actually. I feel like lore-wise, yeah! So I've been sitting on Xenoblade 3, which makes me sad. But I've been in a JRPG mood at the same time. Doug Trio tunneled in. Why didn't you say so right away, buddy? I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I had fun battling with you, though. I've got something to ask you. Can we be friends? Battle with me again. That will help me become stronger. Then I can do an even better job of protecting the berries. Great idea. Wait, are you looking for a rail? Weren't you? Feel free to search. I'm gonna take all your berries while I'm in there. But yeah, I've been in a big like JRPG mood lately too. So I just keep thinking about all these games. And that's the other thing is like I started 2 separate Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition runs. Whoa! What is this monster for? And I'm like in the middle of both of them and I'm just like, when am I ever gonna finish this? When am I ever gonna have Diglett? When am I ever gonna have time to play this? Are you looking for the rail? I hit it in the cavern zone, save its ways. I'm gonna punch you out. Where is it? It's under the sleeping Snorlax. Oops, I didn't mean to tell you that. I swear to God. Okay, I'll just steal the rest of the berries while I'm in here. Bidoop. That's why, and then it somehow manifested in me having a dream, telling all of my greatest unpopular opinions about JRPGs. All of my, and it's so funny too, because I mean I have some fairly unpopular opinions about certain JRPGs, and then there's other JRPGs where I feel like I have the most basic bitch opinions possible. To the point where people are like, really? How many Magnemites are there? I feel like I haven't even seen them like hanging out. Garpies. Whoa! Oh, you're saying the big berries for the big Snorlax? Oh, that's smart. I don't even know where he is though. I like this guy. Sizor. He's cool. Sizor. I'm happiest when I battle tough Pokemon. Will you battle me? I'm gonna kick your ass. Great, here we go! Yeah, I'm really excited to play Xenoblade 3. Maybe I'll... No, I can't start tonight. I have too much stuff I need to finish doing because I fell asleep before the stream instead of doing my chores like an adult. Oh god. Maybe someday. Maybe when I'm done with this weekend, because then I won't be planning a quadruple birthday anymore. Yeah, because like, excellent, you don't waste your moves. I'd like to be your friend. Because I feel like my opinions about the Trails of series are fairly unpopular. Like I feel like most people, I feel like at worst, most people are like, they're pretty good. Nobody has like the deep-seated hatred. Hatred's a strong word even. I don't hate them. I just think that they're like I think that there are people who think that they're, who like them way more than I think they deserve, is all. Because, like, that's the thing is if people were like, yeah, they're fine, I would be like, yeah, I kind of agree with that. But I just see so many people on Twitter who are like, These are masterpiece JRPGs harkening back to the days of old when JRPGs were truly good or whatever. And I'm like, they're fine. I'm like, I'm actively disliking them more for this conversation. Hey there, don't come this way, it's dangerous. Yeah, I know, buddy, but I need to find Snorlax. But then at the same time, like, so I feel like that opinion is sort of like, you know, not terribly popular. And I feel like people are like, you know, calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. It's not that serious. And then at the same time, if anybody says if anybody says that that their favorite single player Final Fantasy isn't Final Fantasy VII, I absolutely lose my shit. And I'm like, excuse me, Final Fantasy VII is a classic. And it's like, that's the most basic bitch opinion you can have about JRPGs. People, if you get mad at Twitter memes, you will be perpetually mad. I am perpetually mad. What about if the choice is 6 or 9? I begrudgingly accept them, but also secretly cast a Final Fantasy VII curse upon your family. There we go. All I know about Trails is that people tell me if you don't play the entire series from start to end, you miss out on a lot of context. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the thing that, okay, I'm about to get mad. Well, I'm not mad. I'm about to have opinions, so watch out for that. So that's the thing that bothers me about the Trails series, is it expects so much of you, and I don't inherently take umbrage with that. I think I've touched on this a little bit before. There's nothing up here. Where is Snorlax? Maybe he's Champ. Do you know where Snorlax is? The obstacle hop. I just did it, buddy. So it's Trails wants so badly for you to like it, and it wants so badly to like think that it's really deep and has a ton of lore. But unlike games that actually have good and interesting lore, it has really dry and boring lore and tries to cram it down your throat. So I think that the most successful lore games, 100 fucking berries. Good grief. It's like, Whereas games with really successful lore, and I consider like I consider games with successful lore to be like Dragon Age and Dark Souls, and I think the real thanks, buddy. I think the reason that they're so successful with their lore is that a lot of their lore isn't like spelled out. My powerful muscles. He loves battles. Is that they don't spell their lore out. They just let it exist in the universe. And they just sort of let it happen. And they don't cram it down your throat. Like if you want to seek it out, it's there. Like you can go find it. You can engage with it, but like the story and the games are just as enjoyable if you don't. Like you can enjoy Dark Souls, you can enjoy Dragon Age without having to sit and like read codices or watch lore videos. You can still enjoy those games. But the lore is cool enough and like intrinsic enough and built into the world in a really natural and like subtle way that you want you want to find it, you want to seek it out. And I think that makes for the best lore. Maple, I think using Mass Effect as the game doesn't cram the lore down your throat might not have been a good choice. I think Mass Effect's lore is good. I do think it is a little bit more lore crammy than like Dark Souls or Dragon Age, but I think Dragon Age and Dark Souls are like tops for that. Mass Effect is fine. But see, so like the Trails games are like, not only is our lore like kind of bland because we're telling you lore about shit you don't care about, like how trains work, we're also gonna like put all of the lore in books that you feel like you have to read because it is part of like side quests, and we're also going to cram it into every conversation. And there's going to be 9 characters on screen, and every single one of them has to say at least one sentence in this like round robin style conversation. And all of the lore drops are really like not natural. It's like, oh, this guy is here. And then it cuts to another character and he's like, oh, he's of the 7 heavenly blades. That's him. And then it cuts to another character who's like, oh, you mean the man of 9 faces? I thought he died in such and such an incident. And then it cuts to another character who's like, the such and such an incident? Well, that has to do it. And you're just like, oh my fucking God, let me see what happens. Just let this play out. Let me get who this character is from how people react to him, rather than like this lore dump that all 9 characters in this cutscene feel the need to do. You know, like, I don't need this. Like it's not good writing. It's not good writing to just lore dump like that. It's just bad. And so far all of the Trails games that I've played are like that. The place is almost deserted. Do you know what deserted means? It means empty and abandoned. Ooh, he has a attraction. And so does the combo start with who dat guy? No, usually a guy shows up and then they just start like waxing philosophical on his 17 chuny nicknames and like every part of his history. And I'm like, this is not how people talk. Like, and that's the thing, is it removes all the mystery of like finding out who characters are, because people just tell you right away. And I think about giving Live Alive a try. I've actually wanted to, yeah. I haven't like... Does it have a demo? I was thinking about trying the demo first. When the game starts, press 2 to... Oh, so it's like... Oh, we playing... This is what we playing? Okay. Break the same block more than once, you'll receive bonus points. Press left or right to hit the ball back. Press 2 as you strike to perform a power shot. Playing tennis? Tennis. Power shots can go right through Dugtrio and Bastiodon. Okay. Lose 3 balls, the game's over. Who's good? Sudowoodo's good. But that's the thing, is not only does Trails do that with its lore, with like lore dumping and just having this really uninteresting lore sort of be... Yeah, bitch! can do this all day. Well, it's fine. I got 25,000. But attraction cleared. You bet it. Attraction demolished, more like. So yeah, not only does it just like lore dump like uninteresting lore on you, but and just like cram it down your throat, but it turns entire games into that. So if you've played Trails in the Sky, you'll know that really the first game doesn't actually really start until the final chapter. That's like where you actually get to see sort of what the plot is trying to do. You spend the rest of it basically walking around talking to people, and it doesn't wind up meaning much. Like, they spent the first probably 80% of the game just lore dumping and trying to build a world, but like not in an interesting way. And then they were like, okay, now that you've finished the first game, you can play the sequel to basically see what the story is. And I was like, why did you make an entire game as a prologue? Like, I get that in the grand scheme of things, like a game with good lore like Dragon Age also kind of like 1 and 2 feel like they were building to 3, but they didn't feel that way until you play 3. Like, you play 3 and then you're like, oh my god, the other 2 games feel like a prologue now, but they don't feel like a prologue while you're playing them. Whereas Trails in the Sky 1 does. And then Trails SC, you're like, oh, okay, like this actually is, like, SC is good. You're like, oh, this is actually good, and the story's interesting, but I had to play through a 60-hour game to get here. And then Trails of Cold Steel does the exact same shit. Like, the first game is nothing but build-up. It's just an 80-hour prologue. And then the second game is basically chapter 1. And, like, the first half of it is insanely boring. And the only, like, actual plot movement that you get is, like, during the epilogue, basically. And it's, like, it's every single Trails game is Kingdom Hearts 3. And it's just... And, like, I've heard people... So I haven't played Trails of Cold... So I played Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2. I haven't played 3 or 4 yet because I was like... I was basically like, I don't have the patience for this right now. But... Kingdom Hearts 3 hurt me? Yeah! Okay, well, I have a whole thing about that too. But... yeah, Horace, I was just telling everyone that every Trails game is Kingdom Hearts 3 in terms of pacing. And that's just not good. It's just not a good choice. And I don't understand, like, it doesn't make any sense. And, like, I've heard, I think that 4, Trails of Cold Steel 4 is finally kind of interesting, but it shouldn't take 4 fucking games to make a series interesting, you know? Like, you're not respecting people's time. You're not respecting, like, the time and interest of your players. I did we on a rant kind of night. Yeah. Well, that's the other. So, like, and the thing is that I can sort of put up with a lot if, like, the writing is good. But, like, the Japanese writing for the Trails games is dry as fuck. Like, it's basically like, you you like omelets, right? Ha ha ha. Yeah, I do like omelets. And it's like, was that a joke? I'm unclear if it was a joke. And so it's like, if it's boring, if the writing is boring and it's not even entertaining to play and there's no plot movement, why play it? And like whenever I ask people that, whenever I'm like, can you tell me like why people like these games so much, I always basically get, well, they really harken back to the good old days of classic JRPGs where the NPCs have a lot to say. And I'm like, yeah, they have a lot to say, but like the shit that they say doesn't like, it's not interesting. Like just having a lot to say doesn't make what you're, oh, there he is. Doesn't make what you're saying interesting. Like you gotta do more work than that. Like they just feel like the most like hollow games to me. And that's the thing is I've played them. I played Trails in the Sky. I played Trails in the Sky SC. I played Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2. I've tried playing Trails in the Sky the third, but the English, the translation makes my eyes roll back in my head because some of the translation in Trails in the Sky the third is just fucking word salad. Like there are entire text boxes where I'm like, I'm unclear what we're saying here. And so I just like, I couldn't get through it because of that. And so I'm hoping that like Zero and Ow are better because I think those are coming. I think Zero's coming out soon and Ow's maybe coming out next year. So I'm hoping that the translation in those is good. And then I have no idea what 3 and 4 of Cold Steel are like because I haven't played them. Please don't hit me with your Thunderbolt. Oh, buddy. It's you again. You want me to move? I'm hungry after a long nap. Bring me a berry. I'll move if you bring me a big berry. I got you. I'll show you a big berry. So that's just I don't know. It bothers me. Like, because that's the thing is I think I would rather have a game that was 2 hours long, but like a really dense and amazing 2 hours than a game that's 80 hours with a ton of talking in it. Because that's the thing is people are always just like, oh, well, there's the NPCs have so much to say. And I'm like, I don't care if it's not interesting. You can tell me it has a lot of something all day. And if that something is garbage, then I don't want it. Anyway. I think for most of that combo, I thought you were talking about Tales, not Trails. No, I love Tales. I love the Tales of games. They're great. They're fine. Did they like omelets? I mean, I'm sure they did. Did it matter? No. Then I don't care. So Kingdom Hearts 3. So Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, people, so that's the thing is like that's the other thing is everyone always talks about like how much talking, how long the Trails games are, and I'm like that's not an indicator of quality. Like quantity is not an indicator of quality, and for some reason that's the only thing people ever bring up to me. They're like, oh, well, they're like, it's so cool that the games are filled with books that you can read, and I'm like, are the books interesting? Because if they're not, then I don't care. But so Kingdom Hearts 3, I actually had never played Kingdom Hearts up until I want to say like 5 or 6 months before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. That's a big berry. Is it for me? Gotta give me the rail, buddy. Woohoo! Oh, it was him who was screwing up the hot spring. Oh, there's the rail. What was that? Did I hear some water flowing? Oh, really? Now we have a hot spring. Oh my, that's the place I dug a hole to hide the rail. The hot spring in the cavern zone dried up. Well, that's what my research told me. It seems that it has returned. What a great surprise. I should tell everyone. It's so comfortable. I'll sleep here till the promised one comes back. What does that mean? Fampy? Raichu. So yeah, so I hadn't played any. I guess I played Kingdom Hearts 1 like way back in the day, but I hadn't played any other Kingdom Hearts games. And then like 5 or 6 months before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I was like, man, Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally coming out. I should probably play some of these games and catch up so that I have the lore, so that I'm with it when the game comes out. And so I sat down. I played through Kingdom Hearts 2. I played through Birth by Sleep. I played through 300 and zillion over 2 days. I played Dream Drop Distance. I played the new stuff in the PS4 HD remixes, like the special Aqua game. I watched the 9-hour movie that consisted of the entire mobile game. I played basically everything I could play, and I watched the cutscenes from all of the other games that I didn't play. I basically consumed the entire Kingdom Hearts franchise over the course of like probably 4 months. And then in the month leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out, I was like, all right, I have played every single Kingdom Hearts game. I have given my life, my honor to Kingdom Hearts. I am ready. I am ready for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out, but I want to make sure that I'm really solid on this lore. And so, did you play the mobile game? I didn't play it, but I watched every cutscene in it. So what I did is me and my friend, actually my Frodo friend, that's his name now. My friend who called me the Sam to his Frodo when I carried his drunken self to throw up, and he said it was like Mount Doom was the toilet and the ring was his vomit. My Frodo friend, I went over to his house with another friend of ours, and the three of us sat on the couch with physical notepads, and we spent all day watching Kingdom Hearts videos, Kingdom Hearts lore videos on YouTube, and taking notes to make sure that we had everything straight, and then we reviewed our notes together. Some of these videos were like 3 hours long. And so, like, we wanted to go into Kingdom Hearts 3 as just the keepers of the lore, you know? And so we were pretty confident in, like, our theories and having everything straight. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and we were all like, oh, okay, buddy, it's game time now. And we all just binged Kingdom Hearts 3 like crazy when it came out. Like, I did like 12-hour days on that game. And there was not a single shred of lore in the entire game until like the last 5 minutes of the game, when it all of a sudden just had like a few drops of lore in the last 5 minutes, and then the credits rolled, and I've never emotionally recovered from that. What are you saying? You can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4? When I saw Kingdom Hearts 4 get announced, my immediate reaction was never again, and then I'm gonna play the shit out of it. Thank you. Now let me put it back. Now the rails are connected again, thanks to you. All we need to do is get the minecart back. Wait, where the... Oh, I need to talk to this guy who keeps telling me to go away. Yeah, when Kingdom Hearts 4 got announced, I was like... I took an oath. I took an oath and I will never go back. And then I was like secretly like, I will. I'm just kidding, I'll go back. The rail is fixed, so you want the minecart back? But it's so much fun to play with. I'm gonna beat your ass. Do you have to return it so soon? How about this? I'll give it back if you can beat me in a skill game. A battle? You should know that Thunderbolt won't work on me. I got other stuff, buddy. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely now been hurt too many times. I mean, it wasn't even too many times, you know? It's just the fact that, that I spent hundreds of hours on preparing for Kingdom Hearts 3 and then it betrayed me. I'll give it back. That was fun. Try the minecart out yourself. I got the minecart back. So am I betrayed? Yes. Am I still going to play Kingdom Hearts 4? Yes. And that's the thing, is I'm crapping on Trails. I'm sitting here saying like this series is ass because it can't like deploy its lore correctly. I'm still gonna play 3 and 4. I'm still gonna play 0 and OW when they come out. I'm still gonna probably play whatever the heck the next one. I'm not even keeping track of this one. I'm gonna play them because I would like to believe that they're gonna get better. It's just that so far they haven't. And so I'm like, everyone who like keeps telling me these games are amazing because people like read you a novel every time you speak to them. I'm like, you need to calm down because I will believe in your game, but you need to stop trying to force me to believe in it. You did it. Thank you. Now we can use the minecart. Ride in the minecart and you'll get to the cavern zone exit. Check the minecart once you're at the entrance. Take you to the lava zone. And we're buddies. Do you think there's any lore in the Sword DLC for Smash? I never even played the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, honestly. Because I was so upset. I was like, I can't go through this right now. So I should probably play that. I should probably just... Oh, do I need to hit this? Ooh. Or not. Wait. Wait, just a check, right? Oh. Oh, here we go. Lava zone. Yeah, I never played the DLC. I never played the DLC. I should. I also have the, what was it called? The rhythm game, Melody of Memory or something. And see, it's him on top. Look at him. Look at his schmovement. But I got heated about even the name of the rhythm game being Melody of Memory because it's Mom, like the master of masters, and I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna throw that in my face after giving me like the most like single drop of Mom lore that you could in Kingdom Hearts 3. I see how it is. You are not from around here. This is the lava zone kept by Blaziken. It's a place full of mighty ones. Huh? What's the machine behind me for? It's a drill! Normally, if you dash into the switch next to it, you can use it. But not now. It's overheated. Leave it alone and it may fix itself. Yeah, that's how it usually goes. Why don't you go around, go look around before you come back? I'd go check on Camerup's furnace. Does Disney like Kingdom Hearts? They don't really acknowledge it. So that's kind of like something that I've been wondering about, is I don't know if they're not acknowledging it because of like a brand thing or what. It was kind of interesting because you would sometimes when I lived in Southern California, I used to actually go to Disneyland quite a bit because it was like one of the few joys I had in life there. It's fun to watch the drill going, isn't it? Let's play Chase. Oh, please. Please don't be like... He's gonna just, like, launch a fire tornado out of his butt at me. Look at how cute his tails are. Yeah. But I swear I saw, like, 1 or 2 Kingdom Hearts things at Disneyland. And I was, like, kind of surprised. You're the fastest ever. Because it just seems like they don't talk about it a lot. I bet you're as fast as Ninetales. Let's be friends. Show me the Ninetales. So pretty. Wait, can I be friends with Hitmontop? He looks... I love his schmovement. Let's be friends. Look at him go. Yeah. I don't care. Be friends with me. Yeah. Chimchar. Are we buds? I'm here in the lava zone. I'm gonna battle like crazy. Let's battle. Okay. Super Mario RPG is a collaboration of 2 companies. Because of that, it took forever to receive anything because they have to talk with Square for it. Yeah, that's probably... I do wonder, like, which is the company that, you know, is the holdup. I know that collaborations are always tough because you need basically 2 major entities to sign off on anything. But I always feel like in any collaboration, there's always one side that's, like, a little... slower on the uptake and a little more like, oh, well, let's not bring it up too much, whereas the other side's really excited to bring it up all the time. So I sort of wonder, I can't imagine that Square wouldn't want to talk about it constantly, so it's probably Disney. And yeah, in Super Mario RPG, I would kind of guess it was Nintendo, just because Square seems like it takes anything it can get. I feel like Square is like pretty like what's the word for it? I guess they were stingy with Smash, that's true. I didn't even think about that. You have some good moves. I've been keeping an eye on you since I saw you in the cavern zone. Let's be friends. I'll win next time for sure. Guess what? Infernate, my brother, is coming to battle in the lava zone. You might see him around. Yeah, I didn't even think about Smash. Oh my god, he's a chunky boy. Yeah, I always wonder like who's sort of holding up the works in situations like that, because I always feel like it's got to be one or the other. Maybe that's just why Kingdom Hearts takes forever to do anything, is because both Disney and Square are just dragging their asses. What is... Okay, so I can't go past this. Well, then where's the furnace? Magby! Magby, where's the furnace? Oh god. Magby! They'll fight and reunite the Pokepark. Would you like to play Chase? I will. Look at his dumb hair. I'm gonna sweep his legs when I get over there. Most characters only got like 5 songs compared to like 50 songs for the boy Terry. You're pretty good. Let's be friends. I'll tell every Magby about you. They'll all be your friends. Another thing that's really complicated too is there's a lot of politics in collaborations like that. There's a lot of politics that entirely hinge on like the whims and personality of like the game director or game producer. So if a game director or game producer is like really passionate about their game and really like giving with the game that they're in charge of, it tends to be a little bit easier to like get 50 songs and stuff like that, because they're like, yeah, just give them all, like this rules, let's get it out there. And then there's other directors who are more like, this is my art and it has to be treated very carefully in the hands of other people, and if I give too much of it away, then it's like no longer like this is mine sort of thing. I actually had to sort of deal with situations like that a few times, and it was really, I got really lucky because the particular director that I had to deal with partnerships like that was like on the very cool side. And was basically like, I just love seeing this thing that I made like reach more people, and I love seeing other people use it, and I love seeing it in other things, and was just like very like down for anything basically. So, but you don't always get that. Sometimes you get people who are like, if it is not exactly the way that I want it in my vision, like I don't want it touched. And I get the feeling that Square Enix has a couple of those personalities there. Whereas I think there's a couple other places that don't suffer from that. Yeah. Oh, the Dragon... I didn't know about the Dragon Quest composer. Sounds like you mean a weenie. Yeah, I feel like I feel and it always tends to come from the director, from the producer, because whereas it's a little bit more what's the word for that? It's a little bit more like a, what's it called when it's a group of people making decisions rather than one person? It's a little bit more of like a round table decision at American game companies, from what I've heard. It tends to be sort of like a group of higher ups making the decision. At Japanese game companies, a committee, yeah. It tends to be much more like ruling by committee. At American game companies, at Japanese game companies, it tends to very much be like, it is the director, it is the game director who has the final say, and if he says no, it's dead. And it's much more like about these singular personalities. And you see that sometimes with like American game companies, like everybody for a really long time sort of was like, you know, was sort of like Gears of War is Cliffy B's, but like you can tell that it's not really true, because I feel like there are a lot of things that he had no part in, and obviously the series has gone on long after he left and everything. So I feel like there's sort of that vibe where people sort of like attribute entire series or games to to one person, whereas I feel like that's actually sometimes like the truth at Japanese game companies. It's like if Nomura says no, like it's a no. Like he can't be overruled, you know? You've got to battle me if you want to explore the lava zone. Why? That's how it is in the lava zone. Only the mighty are allowed by. That's the rule Blaziken has set. Battle me. Are you ready? I feel like there's just sort of a much more of a sense of like, well, it's so-and-so like... oh, that didn't work. Like so-and-so like shepherded it, and so it's like respectful to like let them make the decisions or whatever. Which sometimes turns out really great, because I feel like there are like these really amazing game directors who are really open, and you get stuff like you get stuff like Guilty Gear, where like I feel like Daisuke is just like doing stuff and having a great time and is like really open with his creation. And I feel like you have situations like that where like that system and the way that sort of has always worked sort of works out in your favor, because you're like, oh, like this person who's sort of shepherding this series has a really good sense for like what it is and what people want from it, and they're very open and giving and sharing with their creation. And then you have other situations that are the exact opposite. It feels much more like Japanese game companies and things that happen there are much more like they can be jammed up by a single person much more than they can. I'm sure that it happens at American game companies too. I just haven't heard of it as often. Whereas like I experienced it with like Japanese game companies. So I think maybe I'm also a little biased. Say now, hot stuff. No wonder they call you Lightning Strike. Do they call me that? What's Lightning Strike? That's you! You're well known in the lava zone as Lightning Strike. Even Blaziken is paying close attention to your activities. My activities? Wonder what's happened with the Ballin' Wonderlands. It's Ballin' Wonder World, actually. I don't know what happened there. I actually own that game. Even Blaziken is playing my activities. Say now, don't you want to know what this machine behind me is? It's the furnace, doofus. This is called the furnace. I'll explain how to use it. You can put stuff like iron ore and gold nuggets into it. Then you can make various things. Say you want to fix a switch. You need to make an iron bar. What? Where do you get iron ore and gold nuggets? Use the drill by Hitmontop to dig for them. I'm assuming the drill has fixed itself somehow. I feel like you can kind of be promoted to godhood at a Japanese company. Yeah, that's sort of like the vibe that I've always gotten. Ugh. How's your foot doing? It's fine, actually. Ball toy. Do you need to eat dinner? Yes, actually. We're coming up on dinner time. Oh, he's so cute. Came from the granite zone with a secret message. What? Do you want to battle? I'll give you the business. My foot's feeling okie dokie. I sort of skinned it. It wasn't so. It was like a cut, but it was like more like I like cut and skinned it, kind of. But the. Ugh. But I handled it before the stream, so it's okay now. Yeah, I scraped it in the way that we're like sort of like took a bunch of the skin and the skin was hanging off. So not to be gross, but I cut it off and then like disinfected and stuff. I'm good. You're strong. Let me be your friend. I think Claydol will be here any minute. See you. Battle me again. But I mean, there's some like I'm sitting here like, oh, like blah, blah. Like they're just different ways of sort of like running a company and running IPs. I don't know if there's like one that necessarily, because that's the thing, is American companies can get jammed up too because they're run by committee. Like when you have a bunch of people sitting around trying to agree on something, like sometimes that's what jams up the whole system. And if you just had one person who was like really passionate about it and really giving and open with like their creation, then you wouldn't have that. And so it's kind of it's just different ways of handling it. Like, and it totally depends on basically who, because if you have someone like Daisuke, or I'm trying to think of like another Japanese, like I feel like Yoshi P is also sort of in that category. When you have a game director like Daisuke or Yoshi P who's just like really passionate and really giving of their creation, that's like the best case scenario because it's just good for everybody. It's no longer overheated, but battle me before you use the drill. Don't ask why. They're just a way to say hello. He's like, don't ask me any more questions. But yeah, so I feel like Daisuke or Yoshi P is a really good example of like of like best case scenario. And then like American game companies where it's sort of a committee. And sometimes, like, I feel like we've seen with like EA, sometimes the committee is a bunch of shareholders who really like don't care. And so that does not always work out for the better. And then of course you can be completely jammed up by like one person if you have a game director who really doesn't want their IP like touched in any way that they don't have like complete control over. You can use the drill now. Do you know how? Dash into the switch next to the drill to use it. You'll find many different things. Just a mild amputation before stream. I would say go to the doctor, but you live in America. Maybe you should have some good house slippers. I actually have good house slippers. I just wasn't wearing them at the time. Because I'm, like I said, I'm very stupid. So I just... I'll recover. It's all good. Hitmonchan. My first time through Pokemon went for Hitmonlee first, just because I thought Hitmonchan looked too much like a person, and I was like, it's weird to me that I'm like using him to battle Pokemon, because he looks just like a dude with boxing gloves. And I like that Hitmonlee was kind of more of like. He looked more like a pocket monster, if you will. The committee agrees. The game needs to make us more money. Well, it was like that, there was an article, I forgot what publication it was in. There was an article that was about Anthem, I think it was. You found a gold nugget! Oh, time to go to the furnace with you, boy. Oh, who's this guy getting in my way over here? Yeah, there was an article about Anthem. So, you are quite a traveler. Welcome to the lava zone. You're looking at hard work ahead. You'll dig things up with the drill and carry them to the furnace, but everybody has to work for what they want, so do your best. We thought about what we could do to help those who take on this task, and we decided to train anyone who passes us here. We can be a quirky bunch, though. Sometimes you'll find us walking around and getting in your way. Try to get through it. It's up to you. Excuse me. Yeah, so like Anthem, there was a big article that was written about like basically the development of Anthem, and they were like forced to use the Frostbite engine, and like they didn't want to, but they had to, and then there were a lot of things that I guess like were sort of decided by like shareholder committee to be put into the game. And what my favorite, I like, as I was reading the article, I was just sort of like, oh boy, this sounds like a mess. But my favorite quote from the article, I'll need to look it up and find it because it makes me laugh every time I think about it. But it's something like, they told us that it should be destiny without being destiny, but I think it's kind of destiny. And I was like, excuse me? I don't know what to make. I don't even know what I'm supposed to... I don't even know what I'm trying to get from this. Say that to sock and throw. I forgot about that. Forgot about sock. Oh, Golem! I love Golem. Yeah, I actually never played Anthem, like as much as like of a BioWare person as I am. I was like, I just wasn't like, oh, I love this. This is shiny. Look at this. What can I do with it though? What the? There's a switch with a broken lever. Okay. Can I do anything with my cool gold bar? I suppose not. But yeah, I never played Anthem just because I was like, I can't smooch the aliens, no sale. I love to collect pretty things. If you find anything made of iron or gold, please bring it to me. I'll trade you berries for it. What do you say, pal? Pretty please? Yeah. Yeah, if I can't smooch anyone, why bother getting Anthem, you know? If they would have let me smooch an alien, I probably would have been all over it. I'm holding something pretty. I want to try 600 berries! Bring me any other pretty things at Idle Cafe, thank you for the raid! Tower of Fantasy's the new, I don't want to say the new Genshin, but the new Genshin, right? Is that a Genshin? Is this a Genshin? I don't know anything about Genshin, and I constantly need to be educated on Genshin. And if it's not somehow, in some way related to Genshin, I'm gonna be really embarrassed. This is a Driftblim stop. Let's go. Cyberpunk Genshin? Okay. I feel better. I was like, am I unfairly attributing this to a Genshin? I've played a little bit. It does at least 3 or 4 Genshins. I played a little bit of the Genshin. But I've played like a baby's amount compared to most people. I played for like a couple hours and I was like, this is cool, and then I just like never went back because I forgot. I'm stupid. But everybody's playing. Looks like everybody's playing like Tower of Fantasy. I'm kind of interested. I kind of want to check it out, but I'm also like, I have so many MOBA gay going on already. I'm so nervous about adding another to the pile. But how is it? How is it? Is it worth playing if Genshin? Yeah, how Genshin-like is it? Is it a Genshin or is it is it a different kind of Genshin? Who, what, where, why Genshin? Well, so I went to Otakon a couple weeks ago, and like every single cosplayer there, I was like, I have no idea what this thing is that everybody's cosplaying, and then I suddenly realized it was Genshin. And so I actually went with my dad because my very old father is actually like a huge like classic anime fan, so he was really excited to go. And I gestured to a group of the Genshin cosplayers, and I was like, if I see one more Genshin, am I right? And he was like, uh-huh. And I was like, do you know what a Genshin is? And he was like, nope. There was a lot of Genshins. So ever since then, every time I see something I'm not sure what it is, I ask if it's a Genshin. Maple's dad is Battleship Yamato level. Maple, what did you just say? I said Genshin. You've played Genshin, you've played Tales of Exilia, didn't you? Is Tales of Exilia a Genshin? Has more open multiplayer. Oh, it's free. Yeah, oh my god, what should I get? Straight around. I got straight last time, so maybe I should try around? What is that? It's an iron top. Oh, maybe I can put it on one of those thingies? Hold on. That was actually one of my bigger... Oh. That was one of my bigger problems with Genshin originally is I started playing it because I had friends who were like, we're playing it and you should play it with us. And then I started playing it and I was like, how do we play together? And they're like, oh, well, you need to reach like rank 16. And I was like, ugh. It's a big ass download. Oh. That's another problem. I've already been wiping my hard drives of other things to make, what am I supposed to do with this thing? What am I supposed to do with this? Can I give it to Golem? Pay me money. Maybe I should have gotten a straight thing to fix the broken lever? this is the grind now. Weren't you the one that said that one dude from Genshin was that one guy and you wouldn't take any disagreements about it? Okay, well there is a Genshin character who looks exactly like Alvin from Tales of Exillia. So I saw like 3 cosplayers and I was like, man, why is Alvin so popular? Like Tales of Exillia came out some time ago. Like this does not make sense. And then I was educated that he was in fact a Genshin character and I was like, oh, I see. But you can't convince me. You can't convince me that's not Al. You can't convince me that's not the same man. But yeah, I wanted to play Genshin with my friends and I was like, how long do I have to grind to play multi? So if the multiplayer is more open on this, I'm slightly intrigued. I'm listening now. You can tell it's a new game where they tried to make something huge, maybe didn't have the funds to execute a super roll. Oh, interesting. See, that makes me more interested though, because I kind of like seeing that stuff. I kind of like seeing the seams. I like, don't you spin at me, I swear. I kind of like seeing, you know, where the seams are. And I like seeing stuff improve too. Sooner or later, we will all be Genshin. Well, I just remember when they announced. I remember when they announced this, and my first thought was just like, and didn't they announce another game too? But I think the other one that they announced was actually a single-player game. What is that? Is that a lever? It's an iron bar, but is that gonna work to fix this thing? I'm stressed. Please work. There we go. You fixed the switch. Yeah, that was the other thing is I pulled a couple of times in Genshin with like the free stuff that they gave me and I never got like, I got like one character one time and I was like, I need the brain juice. I can't play a gacha that doesn't give me an adequate amount of brain juice. It's the nice thing about Azure Lane and Girls Frontline is I feel like even if I don't always get the brain juice, I get it often enough to keep me coming back for more. This is Rhyperior, right? Yeah. Welcome. If you feel like spinning around and bumping other Pokemon around, my attraction is made for you. Need an iron tub? I just sold one of those to Golem! You can make one at the furnace. Once you give it to me, I'll keep it. Okay. I'll be right back. My shipfoos have me doing dailies before work. Yeah, I've been pulling. I usually only do 10 pulls in Azure Lane when there's an event going on. But I've actually been doing 10 pulls because there's like kind of an event going on. It's the feather, getting the feathers event. And I'm also only missing, I think 5 or 6. I'm only missing 5 or 6 ships from the gacha. So I've been trying... So I've been trying to get the 5 or 6 ships from the gacha that I'm missing. And then it's like, well, like they want me to build 50 ships for this event, so I may as well just ball out. And I was actually able to get all of the ships from the last event, so I'm feeling kind of full of myself. So that's another reason why I'm being so wasteful with my resources. Didn't Azure Lane have a HoloLive crossover a few years ago? Yes, and I actually started playing soon after that event ended, so I've never gotten the ships, and it drives me bonkers. I want them to rerun that event so badly, and they haven't. But Yeah, because they have. I think the Azure Lane ships that Hololive did crossovers. They did Aqua. I think they did Aqua, Fubuki, Ayame. Ayame, Fubuki, Aqua. Who else? Yeah, I know about the Neptunia crossover too. There's somebody, I swear there's a fourth. Oh, Mio! Mio's in it. Ugh. Oh, and Shion. Oh, and Matsuri and Sora. Yeah, I really want them to rerun that event and they haven't. It drives me bazonkers. But I'm only from the standard draw, I'm only missing I'm only missing Formidable, Glorious, Bismarck, and I'm gonna mispronounce her name, but Gascon Muse, I guess. So I'm like, oh, like I'm so close to having a full like standard pool collection, and so I just keep drawing on the heavy construction and special construction to try and get them. And I'm probably not going to unless they run a raid up or something, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. Pull the Kagi. Yeah, I love a Kagi Muse. She's really good. She's actually on my Sakura Empire team. You have an iron top, I see. You're here to play the attraction? My attraction is kind of rough. Consider yourself warned. Do you dare to play Rhyperior's bumper burn? I actually finally married New Jersey the other day, and I am so happy with my decision. Like, it's sad because her marriage outfit doesn't have live 2D. Like her standard skin, her standard skin live 2D is really cool because like her eyes glow. But also she's got the big booty. She's got the big booty in her wedding dress. But yeah, I feel like it's tough because right now it's, yeah, those are the only ships I'm missing from the standard draw on Azure Lane. Need 20 berries. How many do I have? Oh my god, I have so many berries. Rise above your fear. Look at him on top. Yeah, those are the only ones I'm missing from the standard draw. I'm missing a couple drops. I finally just got Jinsu, which I'm really excited about. But I think I'm really frustrated because the only retrofit ship that I'm missing is Newcastle, and she's locked to an event that I don't think has run while I've been playing Azure Lane, so I'm going nuts. But those are really the only ones I'm missing in Azure Lane. In Girls Frontline, other than there's one gun that I'm still farming for in Mirror Stage, but I'm only missing one drop gun from Mirror Stage at this point. But most of the guns that I'm missing, I'm only missing 2 from standard or heavy construction. Maybe I'm missing 3 from standard or heavy construction. But most of the guns that I'm missing are actually from like campaign maps, like old events that have basically been archived into a campaign. And they're just like a little bit more annoying to run because I feel like, especially now, like Girls Frontline has been really streamlining like the farming experience. They have not done that on the campaign, like older maps, and so you have to actually pay attention when you're farming sometimes, which is annoying. So I try to get them through auto battling, old campaign maps, but the drop rate is not great. And a lot of them are like 3 stars too, so I'm like, I don't even like need this gun other than I don't need this gun other than to complete my collection. And yet here I am desperately trying to get it because I really want all the guns. Spin around and push others out of the ring. Knock them off to help get a high score. Oh no, it's a tilt. A tilt and twirl. Tilt the Wii remote as shown to move around when you begin. Avoid falling off. Bump into others as hard as you can. You'll force them out of the ring. This is going to be a disaster. Don't miss the power boost to help your chances of bumping away rivals. Press 2 for a power attack once you get a power boost. The more rivals you bump out of the ring in a row, the more points you'll receive. Oy. Keep bumping rivals out of the ring. Big bumping! Keep bumping rivals out of the ring to get a big score. Flareon, Magnezone, and Taunt. Am I friends with any of them? No. Maybe Baltoy? Let's get with Baltoy. He seems like the best. He's so cute, too. It's time to get big bumping. What? Oh, please. Oh, he's big. Big boy. Oh, no. Hold on. I don't know what happened. Where's the power-ups? Where's the pooer? Where's the... Oh, it's right there! No. Yes. Oh. I don't remember what score I needed to hit. A Flareon, please. Oh, look at him on top. He doesn't need the top like the rest of us. He's just a guy. Oh, we killed it. Beyblade. Attraction cleared. You got 150 berries. Oh my, I just noticed Camerup's teeth in that. He's got the big teeth. You did well. Here, I'll give you this. Oh, another shard. You received a prism piece. Blaziken is scouring the Pokepark for prism pieces too. He's defeated me before. I'd love to battle him again. But what I want even more is to see how you stand up against Blaziken. So, wait, is there an even deeper level to the caverns? Would you like to save? Yes. Is there a deeper level to the caverns? Oh, there's Charmander. Hold up. He's so cute. Charmander. Finally, we found each other. I've been hearing a lot about you. You stood up to Venusaur and Empoleon, so I heard. What about Piplup and Chikorita? Oh, they're in the meeting place. I'm glad everybody's safe. I almost fell into the bubbling lava, but Blaziken saved my life. He's mighty, I can tell you that. The lava zone is full of exciting Pokemon, don't you agree? Since we've met up again in the lava zone, shouldn't we battle? Oh, he only has 2 health. Oh, buddy. I don't know if this is gonna work out the way you think it's gonna work out. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. You've become so strong, I'm going to ask Blaziken to train me. See you later. So cute. So wait, is it just Blaziken who's left? Or do I need to go through like, do I need to jump through a million more hoops to get... I can probably go level up one of my skills again. Look at its legs! Hold it, you cannot go past here yet. You must prove your knowledge before you can see Blaziken. Now, I challenge you to a quiz. Look at his legs, though. The first question. In which zone will you find Bastiodon's attraction? The cavern zone. That's correct. Next question. Who in the meeting place trains you in Thunderbolt? It's Electabuzz, right? That's correct. The last question. Who among these three can play Rhyperior's attraction? Torterra, right? There we go. That's correct! You have trained your body well. What about my mind? But you have also trained your brain superbly. I think you are about to give Blaziken a big surprise. Go ahead, and good luck. What, is he gonna be shocked at how huge my brain is? Wait, what? What way do I go? Ooh, Ninetales! I'll be back for you. Is that? No, that's the big chonky boy. And Flareon. Whoa! Did he just try to swing on me? Far-fetched. You've come this far. I must say, you've made an impression on me. However, defeating me is not going to be so easy. I mean, I think you're a flying type, buddy. Huge brain with a couple wrinkles. That's true. That's true. I keep my brain nice and smooth. It's perfect. Drop the brain care routine. Nice job. What? My stock has been defeated. You're as strong as they say, but it will be different next time. I'll be stronger. Battle me again. Go ahead. Blaziken is waiting for you. Chicks dig a smooth brain more than you realize. I'm definitely the embodiment of that "you're stupid, I like that in a man" image. Wait, is this Slug guy? I forgot what his name is. Isn't it like an escargot joke? Magcargo. So you've come this far. You must be Lightning Strike. Oh yes, everyone's talking about you. We have a visitor who defeated both Venusaur and Empoleon. You want to go through the gate? I have to check something first. First, clear Bastion. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Clear Rhyperior's. Yep, no problem, buddy. You've cleared the necessary attractions. That's what I'd expect from Lightning Strike. Let me open the gate. Dinner time. I'm gonna beat up Blaziken and then I will go eat dinner. I just want to clear this zone. I want to put a bow on it. Beyond here is Blaziken. What are you waiting for? Magcargo is now... Wow, that was easy. Thanks for being my buddy. Make my eggs hatch faster. Is that's the right Pokemon, right? It's Magcargo. Oh, look, Charmander's here. He's stretching. Welcome, Lightning Strike. What do you say? Will you join me? We can join forces and reunite the Pokepark. What? Am I hearing you right? You say I should become friends with Venusaur and Empoleon again? You're on their side? Venusaur is worrying himself silly. Empoleon is just plain stubborn. I thought you'd make a good ally. It's a shame we don't agree. What the Pokepark needs is a powerful chief. Someone like me. If you're thinking about getting in my way, battle Charmander there. Prove your power. I mean, I already beat your boy's ass, but I'll go again. Pikachu, I admit I lost once before, but I didn't use all my strength. Likely story. I won't hold back this time, so you'd better show me your best. Oh, I will. Oh, he has 4 health bars now. It won't save him. Pokepark is like Yakuza, that if you beat someone's ass, they become your friend. I dig it. This truly is one of my favorite Strand-type games. Ugh. Oh, I almost dodged into it. Nice job. I beat your minion. I did my best, but you beat me. You were stronger than I expected, but the battle with you was so much fun. You're great, Pikachu. Call me Lightning Strike. My dad was Pikachu. Call me Lightning Strike. You're as kind as Venusaur and as strong-willed as Empoleon. But your physical strength, that is something I will test myself. Try Blaziken's Boulder Bash. Clear it and I'll be able to trust your strength. Clear it and I'll promise to make up with Venusaur and Empoleon. Need 20 berries, no problem. Loser-ass Charmander. Good, let us begin. Bash boulders to bits as they fly towards you. The more you hit, the higher you'll score. Oh, I have to hold it vertically. Okay. When the game begins, boulders will start to fly towards you. Bash boulders by swinging the Wii remote. The better your swing is timed, the more points you'll score. You won't be able to move for a while. If a boulder hits you, shake the Wii remote to recover as quickly as you can. The more boulders you bash in a row, the more points you'll receive. Sizer, Marowak, and I think I'm friends with most of them. 26, 18. I want to play. He's cool. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. Come on, come on, hit me with more. Faster! Oh, your timing matters. Oh! I see. Your time, so if you hit it like more directly. I'm picking up what you're putting down. We still cleared it though. He's so cute. Pikachu. How could this be? You've cleared Blaziken's Boulder Bash. I have no choice but to acknowledge your power. Give me the prism. Give me the piece. Now you have 8 prism pieces. Oh, so we're over halfway through now. The Sky Prism is said to be the source of the Sky Pavilion's power. Some say that it keeps peace and balance in the Pokepark, because I think there's 14 pieces, so we have 8 now, so we've passed the halfway point. I was going to use its power to save the Pokepark from harm, but I'll entrust the Pokepark to you. We shall reunite the Pokepark. Venusaur and Empoleon and I will work together. In the meantime, you must collect the 6 remaining prism pieces. Save the Pokepark! Charmander! Hydrate. Ooh, do I have... Yes, I have a little bit of salsa left. Did Blaziken entrust the Pokepark to you? That's cool! You've got my support. I'll go see Chikorita and Piplup at the meeting place. See you there. Would you like to save a record of your adventure? Yeah, I would. All right, now I will go eat my dinner. Hydrate or dehydrate. Now I will go eat my dinner. Now that I've shown Blaziken a little bit of what's what. Got 68 friends though, so we got 68 friends and 8 prism pieces. So I think we made some good progress. That was 2 zones too. I forgot that I started at the ice zone last time. Or this time rather. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat my dinner. 170 berries? I think you mean 187 berries. Please, can you read? Hopefully the rest of the week doesn't stress you out too hard. Yeah, I hope so too. We'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. I'm planning on streaming. Oh, I'm trying to figure out who to read. I'm planning on streaming, Mega Man X on Friday? On Friday on YouTube. Oh, KK's streaming. I hope she's not about to end. Because this will be very tragic. If she's about to end, don't tell me. But but yeah, so I'm gonna stream Mega Man X on Friday. I'm gonna at least try and get more of the, I was gonna say capture because I've been playing Pokemon. I'm gonna try to find more of the secrets and stuff like that, and then hopefully take out the last, I think they're called Mavericks, the last Maverick. I think she's done. Don't tell me that! Wait, is she actually done? Oh no. Well, let's see what happens here. Cancel? Okay. Damn it! Hold on. Ruining everything. F, yeah, she's gone. No! Let's see. Oh, Takako is streaming though. So let's go there instead. Let's go there instead. Too slow. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, so gonna stream Mega Man X on Friday and try to find more of the secrets and maybe take out the last Maverick. Hopefully take out the last Maverick. And then we'll see how much more progress we can make there. But yeah, I'm gonna stream on, I think the same time I streamed Sonic last Friday, I'm gonna stream Mega Man on YouTube. So that'll be fun. I might do a gorilla if I'm still not getting blasted by work too hard, but work has been really, really rough. So I'm gonna, and then I'm like trying to handle other life things too. So I'll see what happens, but I got a bunch of stuff I want to do, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, Otsu Moose, Otsu dinner, have a good night, a good morning, a good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. And Otsu.